You're watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. Our guest is Scott Ochoa. He is the city manager for the city of Glendale. A new job for him. You had been at Monrovia for many years.
Yes.
For our viewers, what exactly is the role of the city manager?
Well, the best analogy I can give you, Brad, is a CEO, a chief executive officer. Cities are under law municipal corporations. So in a council manager form of government, the city manager really functions as the chief executive officer.
And it's especially true in cities where you don't have full-time city councils.
Correct.
Like Glendale. I mean,
Correct.
Los Angeles is a little different.
It's a little bit. We have
Right.
that strong mayor form of government where the mayor is more or less the chair of the board and CEO.
Exactly. So let's talk about Glendale. Glendale, like many cities, has arguably suffered tremendously as a result of the loss of redevelopment, which is property tax dollars that was given to cities to revitalize blighted areas. How is Glendale attempting to bounce back from that loss?
Well, we're having to make that transition. We have a great track record of the appropriate use of redevelopment for everything you see on Brand Boulevard, most notably and most recently the Americana on Brand, which is just a home run of a project. Well, now that redevelopment is gone, we're having to make that transition to economic development.
Did the Americana, was that in a redevelopment zone?
It was. It was the
Wow.
southern or anchor of the downtown core of downtown Glendale.
Is it fair to say without redevelopment we would not have seen the Americana?
It is absolutely a fact that without redevelopment you would not see the Americana because it was the redevelopment agency that assembled the site.
So, I hear these stories. Where do cities go from here? I mean, without that ability, forget the tax incentives you can give, the ability to assemble. I mean, that is one tool. I mean, will you have that tool without redevelopment? Without
redevelopment, no, but you're starting to see now, right now, California and I think Arizona are the only two states in the entire union that don't have some form of tax increment finance, which is amazing to me considering that California is hovering between the ninth and eighth largest economy in the world.
Right.
Yet we don't have this very important tool, and there's no real strategy at the state level to bring any kind of tool back that has been so positive in terms of the impact.
And we had thought that there would be an attempt to bring some form of redevelopment, be it through affordable housing or be it through allowing voters to...
There were bills that were passed this session that were vetoed by the governor, and his statement in vetoing those bills, which for some kind of redevelopment 2.0, was that they wanted to completely clean the slate before bringing anything back. Well, that's dangerous in terms of a public policy scenario. Where we're creating this inertia where we're going to come to a dead stop and then start again versus trying to sustain some kind of positive momentum in this sputtering economy.
That being said, Glendale's done pretty well. You got Disney, you got DreamWorks, you got Nestle, you got IHOP, you got AT&T Interactive, you got Public Storage. I mean, you seem to have done well.
We do extraordinarily well, and that's why this migration from redevelopment, traditional redevelopment to economic development, really, it's a challenge for us, but we're up for that challenge.
So what tools do you hope to utilize to replace redevelopment? Do you have any enterprise zones? Are you looking at bond measures?
The City Council had the foresight to establish an economic development authority in the wake of the loss of redevelopment. And what that means as we stand that up is that we'll have a marketing arm, a promotion arm, a vehicle by which if we choose to issue debt to create funds to do projects and underwrite projects that we'll be able to do that. By far, the most important thing that cities can do, especially cities that are geographically well placed like Glendale, at the crossroads.
Right, Glendale, Burbank,
absolutely,
Pasadena,
right there where everything comes together, 10 minutes close to everything in LA. The idea for us is to make sure that we are being as customer friendly with respect to new investors, new stakeholders, and that we can push projects through, those new private equity deals through like anybody else. And the way that we do that, and we are doing that, is by leveraging our land use authorities that are inherent in local governments in California.
His name is Scott Ochoa, the newest city manager for the city of Glendale. I'm Brad Pomerance. We thank you so much for watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.